porn stars. They were porn stars, Sam.
At this point, season 13 is exceeding all of my expectations that I had, and I'm so excited about this. Before I start anything, if you have not watched part 1 and 2 of my Gabriel theories, go ahead and watch them. And also, spoiler warnings for season 13. You have been warned, don't ruin it for yourself. Before I actually say anything, I was right. Gabriel did fake his death. The show didn't mention anything about the blade, but they did mention that Gabriel had many copies of himself, which one of them was the one that Lucifer killed in Hammer of the Gods.
What appeared to be his death. Per usual, my brother had double my brawn and half my brains. He assumed that the counterfeit me was what vanished that night, and he thought that he'd stabbed the real thing. The truth is, the thing Lucy skewered was a fake. There are plenty of fakes to go around. Everyone believed Gabriel was gone. And suddenly, I was free. No obligation to God or heaven or mankind.
Score 1 for me, and fuck you, hate comments. I was right! I told you so! Anyway, this episode was amazing. I was also right when I said Ketch would redeem himself and end up staying in the other world. I thought that Jack and Mary were going to be saved this episode, but I was wrong. But still, I was right when I said he'd stay back. This episode had a lot. We had the other world, we had Ketch not being so douchey, we had the other world's Charlie. We also had the death of Asmodeus, and again, I was right when I said Gabriel would kill him. I just wasn't expecting it so soon, but hey, he's dead. We had Gabriel recovering himself, and then we had him run off. Honestly, I loved this episode in all of its tear-jerking glory. I'm a little pissed off about the fact that Gabriel ran off after Sam and Cass helped him. Like, that was kind of owed, but again, I understand why Gabriel wouldn't want to be part of that, because it would probably end bad for him. Plus, I know he trusts that Sam and Dean are going to do what they need to do. Also, you gotta give the guy a goddamn break. He was tortured and isolated for years on end. You can't expect him to want to jump back into things like that right away. I have a few predictions for the next few episodes. Considering that Asmodeus is dead and Gabriel is in the wind, that leaves us with the original plot of the series, to save Mary and now Jack. I know that they're going to end up saving Jack and Mary at the end of the season, but the thing is, they need Archangel Grace. I know that Sam does not have the heart to get it from Gabriel, at least forcefully. That leaves 3 options. They have Lucifer, Gabriel giving it to them, and Michael, the one in the cage in our Sam and Dean's universe. Now, the chance of them going in the cage just to get Michael's grace is very unlikely. We can rule that one out just because it would take way too much time and effort to do so. Lucifer is in heaven, and Castiel is going to find that out in the next episode according to the synopsis. So either they forcefully take Lucifer's grace, or Gabriel offers his own grace to them. But why would Gabriel offer their grace? Well, according to the synopsis, Gabriel is looking for revenge. We were told that Gabriel wants Sam and Dean to help to get revenge on some demigods who sold him to Asmodeus. This is a synopsis for season 13, episode 20, Unfinished Business. It says, quote, Gabriel is back and drags Sam and Dean into his plot for revenge on the demigods who sold him to Asmodeus. Meanwhile, Jack's inflating confidence leads to reckless decisions that could put others in the way of harm, or others in harm's way. You know what I mean. End quote. Now, introducing something like demigods into the show this late in the season sets up the plot for season 14. Either this is gonna be squashed in one episode, or they're going to drag this out for season 14. The reason why I mention this is because if Gabriel is asking Sam and Dean for help, then Sam and Dean are probably going to want something in return, hence his grace. This seems to be the most likely out of the 2 options because Gabriel is probably willing to help them from a distance. He wants absolutely no affiliation with working against Lucifer and Michael in the other universe. I would assume that Gabriel would probably want to stay off the radar from the angels. I mean, not even God knew he was alive all this time, and we know that he never died in the first place, as confirmed in season 13, episode 18. I think that Sam and Dean are going to help Gabriel get revenge on the demigods who sold him, and I think as a thank you, Gabriel is going to give them some of his grace, which is going to hurt me watching. With the rescue, I'm hoping that we get to see more scenes of Charlie and Ketch in the other universe. I'm hoping this time that Dean takes Sam and Cass with him. I don't think Gabriel will help out with the rescue any more than offering his grace for Sam and Dean, but even if they don't get the grace from Gabriel, they definitely are going to save them from the other world one way or another. I'm honestly just glad that Gabriel's back and kicking, because honestly, seeing him hurt was like the worst thing that's happened to me in a while. Like, here's my reaction to every sad scene with Gabriel in that goddamn episode.
Necessary. Wait, what? No!
Yeah, it's a lot. I'm a very sad individual and I harness my own sadness into the hurting of these characters who I care way too much about. Anyways, enough with my self-deprecation. Let's get on with what I think is going to happen next. Rowena is supposed to be in the next episode. Apparently she has some master plan. Do I know what this plan is? Nope. But I am hoping that this plan is getting revenge from Lucifer. I don't really like the idea of Lucifer being in control of heaven. I personally want Sam and Dean to kill him, but we know that Sam and Dean alone do not have the capability to do so. Still, I want Jack to be the one to kill Lucifer. After Gabriel smited Asmo Dicksucker, I don't think he will be the one to kill Lucifer, as I stated in my previous video about Gabriel, just because of the fact that he already killed one of the main villains for the season, and I think it would be pretty repetitive to have Gabriel be the one to also kill Lucifer. Another thing to mention is that Jack and Lucifer will meet in Season 13, Episode 21, Beat the Devil. Also, in Season 13, Episode 22, Apocalypse Now, Lucifer and Jack will spend a significant amount of time together in this episode. Gabriel will also be in this episode according to a few spoiler sheets that I found online. I'm honestly hoping that Jack despises Lucifer or ends up showing him good. This also means that Jack and Mary will be saved from the Apocalypse world in probably Episode 20. I'm just estimating this based on the spoilers given the synopsis. In the synopsis for episode 20, it says Jack's inflating confidence leads to the reckless decision that could put others in harm's way. This is probably when he is going to meet Lucifer. So it's safe to say that they are either rescued in episode 19 or 20. So, with what we know now, this is my theory for the rest of the episodes for the main plot. Lucifer being in heaven is a problem. He lied to the angels and Sister Joe is pissed at him. Jack being with Lucifer is also a huge problem because we know what Lucifer is capable of. Castiel is going to find out that Lucifer is in heaven, which he will obviously tell Sam and Dean, who are going to be reunited with Mary at that point. Gabriel is said to be in the next few episodes, and this doesn't surprise me. What I think is going to happen is that they all team up together to stop Lucifer. Sam, Dean, Mary, Castiel, Rowena, and Gabriel. I don't say Jack because he will be with Lucifer at this point. I think with the combined strength of all 6 of them, they are finally going to take down the devil. This leaves a lot of unanswered questions though, like who is Jensen going to play other than Dean like he said he would, or who is going to be controlling hell now that Asmodeus is dead? I don't have many answers to those. I can't think of who Dean is going to be besides either of the Michaels that we have, and I think that it's hard to think of anyone else, so I'm going to leave that open-ended for now just because we don't have many things to dig at. At first, I believed that Gabriel would possess Dean, but that's definitely not in the options now because Gabriel's okay in his vessel. So if you have any ideas for who you think is going to possess Dean, let me know in the comments below. Even if they don't take down Lucifer this season, I still think that Season 13 has been one of the best seasons in a while. I personally wasn't that much of a fan of Season 11 because I wish they had a better ending than just God and Amara hugging it out. Season 12 was pretty good with the plot with the British Men of Letters, but Season 13 probably tops those two just because how much shit has happened. I mean, we got Castiel back, we have Satan's kid, we have a different universe altogether, we still have Lucifer being a douche, and the best of all, we have Gabriel back. So, this concludes my video. Thank you for watching, and if you don't agree with my predictions, I would love to hear what you think down in the comments below. I plan on making more videos about this season as the episodes progress, so stay tuned, but until then, I will be sobbing in my bedroom about Gabriel's return and redemption. So I hope you all have a good day, and bye.